Okay, guys, once again, good morning. I don't know where everyone else is, but we need to continue. So we're going to do the rest of that question paper. I'm not going to do all the sales invoices. I'm just going to do the cash sale invoice today, and I'm going to do the payments, the receipts, and all the transactions in the bank statement so that you are able to do the bank reconciliation statement. I need to stress, and I'm putting this on video, the importance of going to the lab and testing the software before your test tomorrow. I promise you, you are going to regret it if you have not tested the software from start to finish in the labs. And one of the main reasons is the software in the labs, which I said last time, has not been updated, but you can still do it. But it has not been updated, so it's not exactly like what you have on your computers. So especially when it comes to the cash receipts journal, you're going to see that and the cash payments journal, you're going to see it's actually different. Where in your on your computer, you can record all your transactions in one cash journal. You don't need to do payments and receipts separately, but in the labs, you have to do your receipts in one journal and your payments in the other journal. So be mindful, go to the labs today and do that test from start to finish. Tomorrow, if you have any issues with the software, there's going to be no one there that can help you because we've already tested it and everything is working fine. The only reason you will have a software issue tomorrow is because you did not practice today. So please, urgently, after we are done, go to the labs and test the software. Can I see some thumbs up for agreement? Lovely. Okay. Onwards to TurboCash. I'm still going to work through the rest of that test, so I can't really share the question. Make sure that you have it open in front of you. The next transaction we're going to look at is the cash sales. So the only transaction we would not have done are invoice 12 and invoice 13, which you can do. So they tell us in the question paper, the following cash sales invoice was issued for the month of February. So I need to create my set of open my set of books. So we go open and we call it STR test and we click open. We're not doing year end. And then we looked under our documents. And if you look under your documents, that's the one sales invoice that we did for invoices. And if you look under purchases, those are the 3 purchase documents that we have done. It still has not yet been posted. We've printed it, but we have not updated our ledger, and we're still going to do that today. So let's go back to our invoice because this was a cash sale invoice. We click on new, and then what comes up? The list of debtors. But this is not a debtor, this is a cash sale. So we click on cash sale to record the document. If you look at the question paper, it tells us that the cash sale took place on the 10th of February. And the reference, well, there is not really much reference. So under reference, we'll write the cash sale. The date is the 10th of February, 2022. Make sure your year is always right. Okay, and you click down here or press insert to start recording your transactions. The first thing in the cash sale, they said there's 20 caramel chip caramel chip muffins at 15 Rand. So we look at our caramel chip, there we go. Always make sure it's on inclusive. And we know which option has been ticked because you can see there's this indentation. If it's not ticked, if it's there, we can see now it is on exclusive. Sorry. So it needs to be highlighted, inclusive. And the question said you bought 20 at 15 Rand, 20, 20 at 15. And we bought 55 vanilla muffins at 14 Rand. Next one is vanilla muffins. Let's go to our vanilla muffins. And we bought 15. 55, sorry. Star, do you mind helping me again today and just telling me the quantities?
Okay.
So it's 55. Let me just write this down. 55. 55. And the price was, Star?
14 Rand.
14 Rand. Next.
Carrots and banana muffins.
Carrot and banana muffins. How many?
28.
28. Price?
18 Rand.
18. Next.
Strawberry milkshake.
Strawberry milkshake. Quantity?
77.
77. Price?
14 Rand.
Next.
Chocolate milkshake.
Chocolate milkshake. Quantity?
24.
24. 24. Price?
15 Rand.
15. Next.
Bubblegum milkshake.
Bubblegum milkshake. Fortunately, it's alphabetical. The list. Quantity?
14.
14. Price?
13 Rand.
Next.
Milo in a cup.
Milo in a cup. Quantity?
3.
Price?
20 Rand.
Next.
Hot chocolate in a cup.
Hot chocolate in a cup. Quantity?
39.
39. 39. Price?
20 Rand.
20. Anything else?
Coffee in a cup.
Coffee in a cup. Quantity?
35.
35. 35. Price?
17 Rand.
17. Next.
Tea in a cup.
Oh, this person bought a lot. Quantity?
40.
40.
Yeah.
40. Price?
16 Rand.
16. Next.
That's it.
Good. Okay. Then we click on OK. Do you wish to print? Yes. So those that have come late, I just mentioned you will regret it tomorrow if you go to the labs and you have not tested the software. The software, guys, please mute. As I said, you will regret it tomorrow if you have not tested the software. The software is slightly different to the one that you have downloaded on your computer. So today, make sure you go to the lab and you do this whole test in the lab. Okay, we have an issue with invoice. What do we do when we have this issue, Ja? Ja, you there?
Yes, I am.
So we have this issue. What are you going to do tomorrow in the test if you have this issue?
Check your code.
Okay, so explain to me what you're going to do.
I have to change it to go to the layout file.
Very good.
And I have to change it to invoice code 15.
So it's for invoices, it's invoice. For purchases, it's purchase. So we look at invoice and we want to make sure it's 15 code. And we want to make sure it's 15 code as well. Let's go back there now and see. So we double click again. There we go. We click OK. Yes. And then we've got the invoice in front of us. Okay. And then you will save this. We want to, print to PDF. Print, yes, to PDF. Yes. And this we're going to call our cash sales invoice. But you need to make a note of this, guys. When I say make a note, you need to make a note of this. You need to make a note that the total cash sale was 5269. So once I've got this invoice, make a note 5269, because you still need to record this in the cash receipts journal. Yeah, we've only recorded a document, but nothing has been put into into our system for cash. So you still need to, that's what I'm saying, make a note that it's 5269. The amount is 5269. Okay, back to TurboCash. And we're done. We can close an invoice and we close it. Okay, so assuming we've done all the purchases and we've done all the invoices, we will then go to under action, we will go to this icon that says update ledger. Because like we had to update or like we had to post those general journal, because we recorded it, we printed it, but we did not post it. We need to do the same for these documents. It hasn't been posted. So how do you update it? You'll click here under select type. So you've got these are all the purchases. These are all the invoices, but we just want to post everything. So we click on all and then we update. And everything now has been posted. So there's nothing that's not posted. So then if you had to go back under your documents, and if you were to look at all your invoices, there's no invoices. Can you see there's no invoices, Ja?
Yes, I can.
Okay. If you want to go to your purchases, can you see there's no purchases? Why?
Yes.
Because it's all been updated. But let's say you realized you made a mistake. Maybe you didn't do it inclusive, you did it all exclusive. How are you gonna, you need to go and correct it. How do you correct it? Once again, you go to setup, you go to tools, you go to global processes, and you go reverse posted batch or document. We've done this before, but before we did it for the batch entry for the general journal. Now we're going to do it for the documents, and you can see which document do you want to reverse. So maybe we made a mistake with invoice 2. So we'll click on invoice 2 and we say reverse posted document. Yes, I want to reverse it. So it's no longer there. Now I can go and make changes to invoice 2. You go back to action, you go back to documents, you go to your invoices, you'll see invoice 2 there. There we go. And then you can make whatever change you want to do to this invoice. Everyone follows? Jia, do you follow?
Yes.
Okay, we click OK. Yes, we printed it. Because we can't print it. Once again, we needed to fix the code. Code is 15. Code is 15. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, and we have it all here, and then we save it. And then we need to close this, and we need to go to update ledger, because now we've made a change, and there it's there. We can click again on all to make sure everything gets posted. That's the only thing that hasn't been posted, and we click on update, and now it gets posted. Okay, everyone was still with me. Shastia, you with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we've done the cash sale invoice. What was the total of the cash sale invoice, Ja?
Hold on. I have mine here.
Okay.
I'll give me like 2 minutes. I'm just opening my laptop.
Okay, let's ask someone else that's seen it. Who else has it?
The total was 5269.
Thank you, Longezo. Okay. Now, if you go continue reading, you've done the cash sale invoice. Next are your payments and your receipts. Your payments, we don't use checks. In the past, they used to use checks, but now it's EFT. EFT stands for an electronic fund transfer. So where you actually just go on your online banking profile and you make the payment. For receipts, it's there as well. Now, how do we do this? You go back to your batch entry. Can everyone see the journals in front of you? What I'm sharing?
Yes.
Okay. It's the current bank account. Don't make the mistake and use cash purchases and cash received. It's always the current bank account. Now, in the exam, the software, there's a separate cash receipts and cash payments journal. Sorry, in the software in the labs, yes, it's separate. Here, if I click on cash receipts, see what happens. It shows you this if you want to recon, but we're not reconning, we still want to update the amounts. When you click on open, it's actually showing you payments journal. The reason is, with the updated software that you've got, they're calling it a payments journal, but they're putting both the receipts and the payments in one journal. In your exam, if it's a receipt, and if you're working in the software in the labs, you put your receipts in the receipts journal, and you put your payments in the payments journal. Does that make sense? Let me
Yes.
Yes,
ask
it
someone
does.
who has used the software. Brian, you use the software. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
Okay, so payments in the payments journal, receipts in the receipts journal, but on your computer or the software you've downloaded, we do it in one journal. Okay, so let's look at our transactions. The first one, it says, the following cash payments were made via EFT payment, EFT 15. EFT 15 was made on the 7th of February for 8,500 to Koro. So we click down, we click insert, our first payment. Number one, reference would be the actual EFT number. So EFT 15. The date is going to be 7th of February. Make sure you always have it in the correct year. Otherwise, it will not post. And if it doesn't post, you can't ask the invigilator, I don't know why it's not posting. They're not going to be able to help you. So make sure your dates are correct. 7th of February. February. Okay. Description, we can say paid creditor. And it was Koro Kitchen. So under account, we need to search for Koro Kitchen. There's Koro Kitchen there. That will be 0. And the amount is 8,500. And it's a payment. 8,500. Okay. See, I didn't put anything under amount. I put it either under receipts or payments in this journal. You'll see if you do the software in the labs, it's not set up like this. So please go make sure you test it today. Next one was EFT 16 on the 8th of February. And this date here should be the 8th of February. It's also paying a creditor. I'm just going to copy that. And who was the creditor? Ukupunga. So let's go to the top where we've got our debtors and creditors. It's Ukupunga. How much did we pay Ukupunga? 8,000. So payment, 8,000. And then it's EFT 17. So I'm just going to copy this date down here and change it. It's on the 27th of February. Seven oh two 2022. Okay, it's also paid creditor. And we paid Uzi Drinks. And how much did we pay Uzi? 2,800. No VAT. The payment, 2,800. Okay. And then you will look in your bank statement, are there any transactions that have gone through? Like I did in the lecture videos at the beginning and explained to you, certain times, there might be some transactions that you only become aware of when you see it in the bank statement because they record it for you, such as bank charges, interest expense, and interest payments. We can see there's bank charges of 1850 on the 28th. So you also need to record that in your cash payments because it's an out of your bank account. It's going out. So we go back to our payments. This isn't EFT. The reference here would be bank statement, so we can call it BS February 2022. The date is the 28th of February. 28th of February. Description, we can say paid bank charges. The account you need to look up, there's an account actually called. There we go, bank charges. Now, bank charges from our lecture that we did in the first week, when we first started, there's certain transactions that attract VAT, and bank charges is one of them. So we must put VAT, and it's going to be at standard. Remember, in the lab, it's going to have standard at 14%, as I said before. Yeah, it's 15, but it's going to be 14 in the lab. And the amount under payments, is 1850. Okay, so this would be all your payments. And after you've done your payments, you need to once again list. So you click on list. It gives you a copy of all your payments. Can you see it in front of you? Still?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. And we can see that the total VAT was 1850, but yet showing 160870. Why? Because that's the VAT exclusive amount. If you add these two amounts together, you'll get the 1850. Now that you've printed to your screen, you need to save this or print it to PDF. So you go print a PDF, and we will call this payments. Okay, save. Okay, and then there's all our payments. Okay, so let's close that. And then we need to post it. And how do we post it? We click on, first of all, balance. You always need to balance first. So we click on balance isn't an option here. So instead of balance, we're going to go straight to post. In the labs, it's called balance, but it's already been posted. Okay. So we've done, if you look at your under batch type, under payments, we can see it's 0. Why? Because it's been posted. And we can also confirm that it's posted. If we wanted to reverse it, we go set up, tools, global processes, reverse. And if you click under your batches, there's the payments journal. So it has been posted. Okay. Now we want to record the receipts. So once again, you go batch entry. In your books, in the software, you'll go receipts journal. You click open. It says payments here, as I said, because the software is different. Don't act like it's the first time you're seeing this when you get to the labs. I'm telling you now, it's different. So we need to record our receipts. So we click under insert. And if you go to the question, look at your receipt. The first receipt was for cash sales, 10th of February. There's no amount there. And that's why I said when you do the cash sale invoice, you need to make a record or keep note of the amount. So under reference, we're going to call it cash sales. The date of the cash sale, 10th of February is the date of the cash sale. We go to in February for cash sale. Under description, we're going to just call it again, cash sales. Account, there's the account called cash sales. That's where it comes from. Okay. There's no VAT on the cash sale, and it would be a receipt. It will be a receipt, and the amount was how much again? Yeah?
5,269.
5269. Okay. So that's the first one. Next one was receipt 22. Oh, sorry, there was a receipt number for the cash sale. So let's fix that. Under reference, we must call it receipt 21. And the next one is going to be receipt 22. And the date for the next one is 14th of February. February 2022. And this was payment received from debtor. Payment from debtor. Who was the debtor that paid us? It was the Rhodes Chess Club for 13,000. Rhodes Chess Club for 13,000. So under account, we need to look at who paid us and select that account. It's the Rhodes Chess Club. There it is. No VAT. And it's going to be a receipt of 13,000. Receipt of 13,000. And the last one is 12,000 on the 28th of February that is received from Hobson House. So receipt 23 on the 28th of February, 28th of February 2022. It's again payment from debtor and account. It's from Hobson House. There's Hobson House. And how much did they pay us? 12,000. The receipt for 12,000. Okay, so that's all the receipts we've got. And then once again, we go back to our bank statement. In our bank statement to see if there's any transactions that we finding out about for the first time. And yes, there is one. Which one is it, Sja?
Interest income.
Very good. Interest income for 325 Rand. We need to record that here. The reference would be like bank charges, so we'll call it bank statement, February 2022. The date is the same, the 28th as the previous transaction. And we'll say under description, interest received from bank. The account search again, interest, there we go. It's not paid, it's received. Now, interest received does not attract a VAT. Like we did, if you look at your lecture notes, there's only a few that you needed to know and that don't attract a VAT, and interest received is one of them, so this will be MT. And the amount is 325. Okay, and that's all our transactions, and now we go once again, list. When we list, we get it displays all the receipts, transactions that we've recorded. And then this you need to print to PDF again. So PDF, and we'll call it receipts. Okay, so we've got all our receipts. Close that. Close that. Okay, and then we can't balance, so we just need to post it, and let's see if it works. Yes, it's gone. So we've done all our receipts, all our payments. Are you still following this, Ja?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So we've done everything except for one thing. What's the last thing that we need to do?
The general ledger.
No, because when we posted it, we've already done the general ledger. Are you talking about this update ledger?
Yeah.
No, we
But
only do the update ledger for documents. So for all the sales invoices and all the purchase invoices, because it doesn't go through batch entry and it doesn't get posted, we do update ledger. So if you
Also,
go
we
to
have to do the bank reconciliation.
So we still
No.
need to do the bank reconciliation. You're right. That's the last thing. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So we've done everything except for the bank reconciliation. So how do we do the bank reconciliation? Make sure I'm sharing the right thing to you guys. We click on this icon called reconciliation. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, we click on it. And then it asks you at the top here, which account do you want to reconcile? There's a drop-down list, not the petty cash, the current bank account is what you want to reconcile. You say yes. Then it asks you, what is the bank balance? Now, this is the bank balance according to the bank statement that appears in the test. So, Ja, please tell me, what is the closing bank balance statement in the test question paper?
Is that like the last one? Because
That is correct.
okay, so it's 32,744.
Very good. So we're basically reconciling because our books are saying our total is 9,444, but the bank statement is saying no, it's not. They're saying it is. So they're not our books. That's the last transaction that we would have recorded. So, but the bank statement is saying the balance is 32,744. Like you did in the test, like we did in lectures, we need to reconcile our books to the bank statement. Okay, and then you will click on reconcile. Now, look what appears in front of you. These are all the transactions that have appeared in your cash payments and your cash receipts book. So what do you need to do? You need to look at your bank statement in your test question paper, and you look at what's in front of you. And if it appears in front of you in your bank, in your actual books, this is your cash payments and cash receipts journal, and if it appears in the bank statement in your test question, you will tick because that means it's reconciled. So let's look at the first one, 8,500. Star, does that appear in the bank statement?
Yes, it does.
When? It's the second entry, isn't it?
Yeah, on the 9th.
On the 9th, so we click reconciled. The next one, paid creditor, 8,000. Does that appear in the bank statement?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it's the third one, so we click reconciled. The next one says cash sale, 5,269. Does that appear in the bank statement?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it's the fourth one. It's that credit there. So we tick. Next, it says payment from debtors for 13,000. Does that appear in the bank statement?
Yes, it does.
So then we say tick, reconcile. Next one, paid creditor, 2,800. Does that appear in the bank statement?
No, it doesn't.
So we don't tick that. Leave that. Sorry, payment from debt. Yeah, so leave that. Next one, interest received from bank, 325. Does that appear in the bank statement?
No, it doesn't.
The interest received for 325.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we tick that. Then there's a payment from a debtor for 12,000. Does that appear in the bank statement?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. And then we've got paid bank charges of 1,850. Does that appear in the bank statement?
Yes, it does.
Yes, you're right, it does. So we'll tick that. Let me just minimize this, okay? So then we're going to tick that as well. Now, it doesn't work in the lab, but what I want you to see, each time I ticked and unticked something, there's this gray box at the bottom. Can you see this gray box at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. See if I untick this 1850, look at the difference. Can you see the difference in that gray box? What does it currently sit at?
0.
0. But if I untick that 1850, can you see it changed? It was 1850.
Mm.
So what is this gray box doing? It's actually reconciling to show you whether there is now a difference between what you've got in your bank statement and what you've got in your books. So if it's 0, it means there is no difference. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And once you've done this, then you can click on print screen because we've tested the software in the labs. It won't allow you to print a bank reconciliation statement. So what you would do then, there's a button on your in the labs or on your computer. Can you see the button that says print screen?
Yes.
Or there's a button that you can search it. It's called a snipping tool. Are you familiar with the snipping tool? If you want to snip something and paste it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you can paste it in Microsoft Word. So just search on your computer there. Is there something called snipping tool? If you click on search. Okay, let's not do that. Let's just click on print screen. So I'm going to click on print screen. That's what I've done. And then I'm going to open a Word document. Okay, can you see the Word document in front of you?
Yes, I can.
And because I clicked print screen, I just need to now paste it. And then I can just right click. Okay, not right click. So you can just go paste. And there it is. Can you see it in front of you?
Yes.
You can actually make this a bit bigger. So when I'm marking it, I can actually see what's there. Even better if you actually change the layout to landscape. Okay, so now it's landscape, and I can actually see what's the total. And then this, you'll go File, Save As, Bank Reconciliation. And we're going to save it under PDM, tests, documents, PDM 2023. I think I saved it here. Okay, we're going to save it. Where did I save the test? Take this out. Yeah, it is there. And save it there. Okay, and that's it. That means we've done the whole thing, except for those 2 sales invoices. But the important part is what I wanted you to take from today is how to do the bank reconciliation statement and how to record your transactions in the cash receipts and cash payments journal. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. And then once you've done all of that, let me just share my screen again, actually, to show you. Once you've done all of that, you will go back to your everything that you've got on PDF. Whatever you've got on PDF, you've got everything there that you've saved. Okay, where did I save it? I just want to just confirm we have saved it. Which way it's saved. Something else, just a second. Note to self, always make sure you know where you've saved your things. I'm going to pick this way for me to do this. Set up to global processes, reverse. Let me reverse this document here. Let's see purchases, okay? Just try reversing this, reverse the document. Yes, okay. Let's go back to documents, purchases. Is it there? And if I want to save it, where does it go? Okay, lectures prior year test, that's where it is. Okay. And remember, okay. So I've saved everything. Okay, under lectures, prior test. So these are all the documents that I've saved. The only other thing that I needed to save here was that bank reconciliation statement, and I think I saved it here. Bank reconciliation statement. There we go. Let me just move this across here. Lectures, prior test. So it's there. Now, at the end of your test, you'll have all these documents, and then you've got your printing. They're going to issue you with a username and a code. And then on that code, you've been allocated printing quota. So you don't need to have a printing quota. You don't need to load printing credits. The login details they give you, they've allocated printing quota. And then with that, you need to print all these documents, all of them, attach them, and then submit them for your test. I'll say that again. When you go to your test venue tomorrow, and when you go to your exam venue next week, it's the same venue, the Guthrie Labs in the physics building, they will give you login details. So you won't be using your own login details. This is to prevent cheating. This is to prevent anyone having stuff from their own personal drives that they feel they can use in the test or the exam. So you'll get new login details, which is not connected to the internet because you don't need the internet. And you'd use those login details to write the test. And then at the end, when you finished saving all your documents in PDF, whatever folder you saved it, go back to that folder, make a note of where you've saved it, please, guys. And then you are going to print all the documents that you have saved in that folder. Okay. Everyone
Sir?
still with me?
Hello, sir.
Hello, who's that?
It's me, George.
Yes, George.
I just want to ask, so what are we be doing like when we are clicking on print as we are walking through this project? Aren't we printing at that moment?
You could print in that moment, or you could save everything and print all in one go at the end. The issue is if you print in one after each document, you have to physically get up and go to the printer each time, as opposed to just printing everything right at the end and only going once.
So during that process, instead of clicking print, we are supposed to be clicking save.
George, that's what I've been doing for all 10 documents. Did you not see that?
Yeah, I was seeing.
Yeah, so I've never ever, I did print PDF. That's how I saved it. I didn't go print to the printer.
Okay, so it's okay. So it means when you were clicking print, it was actually saving.
Yeah, but did you see which printer I selected?
Maybe I wasn't just seeing because the screen is very small.
Okay, let me show you, George, and for everyone else. Let's say, for example, this is what has come onto the screen, okay? So when I click print, but I don't select the printer. Can you see what I've selected? Adobe PDF. Adobe PDF is not a printer. It's a program. It's called Adobe. And therefore, when I click on that, and then I click on print, see what comes up. It's an option to actually save the document. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, if you're not sure, please, I'm not very convinced that you can see that. You really can see that?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, good. Awesome. Okay. Guys, this is our last lecture before you write your test. So we will not have any more lectures, any more consultations. You please, guys, do not go late to the venue tomorrow. You are not going to be given extra time. Some of you who struggle to get up in the morning, please set an alarm. And I know you've got load shedding. So also phone one of your friends to tell them that they must phone you just to check on each other. Because if you oversleep, you are not going to get another opportunity to write the test. You are going to get 0. For whatever reason, unless you are involved in an accident, and we don't want anyone involved in an accident tomorrow, you need to write this test tomorrow. Can I see some thumbs up? And you need to arrive at least, I would say 5 to 10 minutes. Arrive 10 minutes early tomorrow. Do not put yourself under unnecessary pressure and unnecessary stress and arrive 5-10 minutes late. Why would you want to do that to yourself? I don't know. Only honestly a crazy person would want to do that to themselves. I do not cope well with stress, and writing in a test or an exam is stressful enough. Why do I want to put myself under that? So please don't do that. Arrive at least 10 minutes before. Today, before you go to sleep, please pack your bag. Pack your bag. You know you can take the manual in. You know you need a calculator if you need a calculator, and you might need a pen. Please don't rock up at the venue tomorrow and ask, can I borrow this? Can I borrow this from your friends? No, you can't. You cannot borrow anyone else's manual. You cannot borrow anyone else's pen, paper, or calculator. Am I clear? Can I see some thumbs up? So pack everything today. Okay. Guys, it has been an absolute pleasure teaching you. I wish you all the best for your test. I promise you, if you have been paying attention, you've watching the video, you've gone to the labs, you've tested the software, and you've done the test, you will see that you are going to be smiling from ear to ear because it's going to be so easy for you tomorrow. Okay, so it's been a pleasure teaching you. I want to ask each one individually now, is everything good? Do you have any questions? Let us start with Tsenolo. Senolo Monaisa, are you good? Do you have any questions?
I don't have questions. I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Next, we'll ask Pumelela.
I don't have any questions, sir. I'm good. Thank you.
Pumelela, have you been to the labs yet?
Yes. The whole
You
of
worked through the whole test.
Yes.
You've seen what I meant when I said there's a cash receipts and a cash payments, which is different to what we've got on the software. You've noticed that?
Yes, I did.
Excellent. Very good. I'm
I'm just
expecting
gonna do a
great
practice
things from you.
again.
What's that?
I'm saying I'm gonna go practice again so that
Good.
I try.
If you look, because you can even use last year's exam, because it's exactly the exam and the test are going to be basically testing the same concepts. So last year's test, last year's exam, you can use that to practice. You've got the memos for both of them. Next, I want to ask Mawande. Mawande, are you good? Any questions, concerns?
Yes, I'm fine. Went to practice yesterday with the software with Pumela. I wanted to ask, is it still possible for us to consult you next week in the lead up to the exam?
Yes, you can. But I can tell you, if you're ready for the test, without a doubt, you are ready for the exam. But if you want to consult, by all means, please come and consult with me.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's ask Brian. Are you good? Any questions, concerns?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you. No questions.
Okay, let's ask Sja.
Everything is good.
Excellent. George?
I just wanna maybe you post the Zoom session, but I just wanted to ask because I joined a little bit late.
Yeah.
When you were doing the cash sales, what did you started with what, with documents, then what did you do next?
No. So okay, make a note of this, George. For your opening balances, for your cash sales and your cash payments, you use batch entry. Repeat what I said,
Okay.
please, George.
Okay, you said you use batch entry.
For your cash receipts, cash payments, and opening balances. Opening balances, you use the general journal. Cash receipts, you use the cash receipts journal. Cash payments, you use the cash payments journal. You will find this under batch entry.
All right.
No, actually, I'm not comfortable. I'm going to show you. So if you're doing cash receipt, you click on action. If you're doing cash receipts and cash payments, so if you click on batch entry, what's going on here? Let me close this. Share again. So if you're doing your opening, here's batch entry. For opening balances, you use general journal. For cash receipts, you use this receipts journal with the current account. For payments, cash payments, you use the current account, the payments journal. So there's opening balance, receipts, payments. Where do you find it? Under batch entry. Got that?
Very much.
If you're doing your invoices, oh, excuse me, your purchase invoices and your sales invoices, you don't use batch entry. There you use documents. If you look under documents, there's invoices, that's for your sales transactions, and there's purchases for your purchase transactions. But once you've recorded your invoices and your purchases, it does not get posted. When you do batch entry, you click to post, but these ones don't get posted. So how do you post it? You then go to your update ledger. When you go on update ledger, you click on whatever you want to post. You click on all, there's nothing to post at the moment. And then you click on update. By hitting the update option, that's you posting your invoices, your sales invoices, and your payment invoices. Does that make sense, George?
Perfect.
Awesome. Stop sharing. Okay, thank you, George. And finally, Lonjezo. Any questions, concerns? How are you feeling?
No, I'm good. No questions at all.
100% tomorrow in the test?
Yes.
Or 101%?
As many marks as the test paper provides.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay, all the best for your test. Go early. If you have any questions, please chat to me on WhatsApp, but no consultation at all during the test. And even everything on RE Connected will be closed during the test, just letting you know. Enjoy, keep well. There's going to be a survey that I would like you to complete about lecturing and what I need to improve on, and you know what I did well, what I need to improve on. Please make an effort to complete that survey. Otherwise, it's been great teaching you. Everyone, keep well. If you're ever in the UK, let me know. I'll show you around. Keep well. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Say bye.